Hi you guys, welcome to my video. We have Marjorie Harvey and Remy Ma. Both of these women are married to two sweet, loving, supportive husbands, but allegedly they cheated. Let's talk about it. Okay, so Marjorie allegedly cheated with their bodyguard, which I personally don't believe this. Marjorie just seems like she's too into her bag to ever cheat with the help with a man that can't do anything for her. I mean, I've done videos, plenty of videos on Marjorie Harvey and her past. She has always been with men with money. So this just doesn't really make any sense to me. Marjorie literally risked her life to marry two drug dealers. That's how into her bag she is. So for her to climb all the way up the gold digger's ladder to a Steve Harvey, to then turn around and sleep with a degular, smuggler guy, it just doesn't add up, I can't believe it. So yeah, you guys, Marjorie sleeping with the help, I call BS on this one. I don't think it's true. Now moving on to Remy Ma and Papoose, I do believe that there could be some truth to this one, unfortunately, because Remy Ma went to jail, I think, for like 6 years, and Papoose married her and stood by her side. So yeah, this one makes me sad because I actually believe that it could be true. Yeah. Okay, so Remy Ma allegedly cheated with a 25-year-old rapper. Remy Ma and Papoose, like, they do rap battles or whatever. And the 25-year-old rapper does rap battles with them. And so yeah, that's the guy that she supposedly cheated with. I'm going to show you a clip of her and this guy.
Of the way he done it, everybody's kind of gunning for him.
Yeah,
so it could be anybody, I guess, at this point.
because every rapper wants to battle you, Easy. What does that feel like? Do you feel like you got a target?
Yeah, I feel like Thanos. Yeah, but no, it's good though, because that's...
I need them at all, and then we could just be all women. But they kind of.
But Easy, we need right now.
I know, right? Okay, I'm out of
He's
here.
hot. He's hot. Come on now. Remy, are we going to hear any new music from?
So yes, that was the guy she is allegedly cheating with. It's so sad because Papoose is really and truly one of the good ones. He's one of those men that I wish I could just clone and just make a bunch of them, a bunch of him. But yeah, it hits different when it happens to a good man. Good women get cheated on all day, every day. But like when it happens to a man, I don't know, it hits different. Because because good men are so rare. Good women are everywhere, but good men are rare. So when it happens to them, it hits different. And Steve is a great husband to Marjorie. He probably wasn't a good husband to his first two wives, but he's a great husband to Marjorie. I be seeing him, in the media, always lying, talking about how Marjorie came into his life and helped him build and become the man he is today. When we all know that Steve was rich when he got with Marjorie. So, you know what I'm saying? But he always boosting her up, trying to make her look good, trying to make it seem like she this ride or die chick, and she helped him build and become this wealthy man, when we know it was his second wife who helped him build and become the man he is today. And he left her and gave it all to Marjorie.
And you out there just lying about my girl. And you got her this, and you tearing away at her character. And I don't like what you're doing to her. I don't like the timing of this jailhouse release because it just seemed like it added more and it came from the inside. I'm tired, but she got to be tired. The woman I married is a good woman. She the best thing ever happened to me. She's God-fearing, she's loyal, she's faithful, and she's a kind and loving person. I don't care what nobody says. And y'all quit talking about she was in my other marriage and ruined it. She didn't. She was nowhere around that. My marriage, I got divorced in 2005. My marriage was over when the Kings of Comedy was out. Y'all ain't know that though, did you? It was over then. It wasn't worth a quarter then. It took us this long to get to the divorce. That's when the official paperwork came out. But in 2005, let me hip you to something. I had nothing. I lost the radio show we were on in LA on March 23rd, and I lost the only TV show I had May 23rd, I lost the radio show, and May 10th, I lost the TV show. Steve Harvey had no money. Got with Marjorie again, New Year's Eve, met her, talked to her. She was with her kids in Hawaii. We got together in 2006. We had nothing. She didn't marry into no lap of riches. I had nothing. When I asked her to marry me at the end of 2006, and then she said she wanted to get married in 2007, I told her too soon. I got to get some stuff together. She said, what? I said, baby, I ain't really got nothing. I'm trying to build. She said, I'm going to get in there and build with you. We got married in 2007. Do you know what I was doing in 2007? Nothing. We had four stations in 2005. 4. We built this. All of us built this. We had 4 stations. We turned this into something. But that woman got down in that foxhole with me and turned this into something. In 2007, we got married. In 2008, we found out that somebody had stolen 7 years of my tax returns. I ain't gonna mention no name. And we owed the government $22 million and we in debt. But then guess what? She stayed with me in that. Then guess what? In 2009, I got Family Feud. In 2009, the book came out. In 2012, the talk show came out. I'm telling you, this woman got in the hole and built this with me. She didn't steal nothing. And I'm tired of y'all talking about my girl. Because my girl is one of the best women I've ever met. And why?
Y'all see how this man made Marjorie seem like a ride or die Barbara the Builder? I'ma need my man to defend me like this. If I was a gold digger and I was just with my husband for his money, I'ma need him to defend me like this. This is beautiful. I mean, yo, he just went on and on and on about how Marjorie did this and did that. Child, we know Marjorie swooped in there, got that second wife out of there, and was living it up ever since. But I love the way he defends her, though. I really do. In the next clip is Remy Ma and Papoose talking about when Remy Ma was sentenced to do jail time.
The conversation that she spoke about when I said, I'll marry you, it was like a bad time because she was basically on trial. And that particular day, she was very upset. And she was saying things like, nobody's going to be there for me. Nobody's going to support me. I'm going to lose the case. And I was trying to assure her, like, yo, you're going to win the case. You're not going to blow trial. I didn't think she was going to lose the case because the stories were so inconsistent. And the case to me was a bull case. And she just kept shooting me down. So I was like, I'll marry you. And she flipped on me. And honestly, I don't think it was the reason for her flipping on me was what she said. The reason why I think she flipped on me was because I took it like, and I felt like she's been lied to in the past, and men have such a bad reputation for not keeping their word, for not being loyal, for not being there for no one when they're going through hard times, and just not being faithful or loyal to their lady. And I felt like she looked at it like, you're full of like, you're not going to marry me. You're not going to be there for me. And that's why she lashed out. that was the only rational reason I could think in my head. Like, why did I just get flipped on? Damn near proposing, you know what I mean?
Papoose is a different breed indeed. I remember I seen him do an interview and he was talking about how when he would go and see Remy Ma, when he would go and visit her, that he was the only man that was going to visit their woman. And he would talk about how it's really the men that are unloyal. You know, men are always screaming about how women aren't loyal, but he really did call them out and say that it's really the men that are unloyal. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what Remy Ma went to jail for. In July 2007, Remy was arrested for shooting Makita Barnes Joseph at a Manhattan night spot. She was found guilty on assault, weapons, and attempted coercion charges on May 13, 2008. She was sentenced to 8 years in prison, but she maintained that the shooting was an accident. Okay, she was sentenced to 8 years, but she only served 6. In the next clip, I'm going to show you a video of Remy Ma and her alleged boo thing. Busted. That was definitely a Obey moment. Like, he was, walking up to her like, Obey, let me, and she like, no, we on candid camera. Yeah, so yeah, that's why I believe that, the Remy Ma rumors are true, because of that video right there. It's like he forgot that they were all out in public, and she was like, listen, I'm still a married woman. Let's not be all out in public with this thing just yet. So, I have to, commend her for at least having respect, you know what I'm saying? And being sensitive to the fact that she has a husband that she's literally stepping out on, So yeah, you guys, I feel really bad for, Papoose. What he did for Remy Ma is really unheard of. Like, you don't hear about men really making sacrifices for the women in their lives. So, for this to happen to him, like, I just feel bad for him, but sometimes people just grow apart. Just because he made that sacrifice doesn't mean that, that relationship was meant to last forever. Let's be honest, most people break up. Most of us, I know I don't really know anybody who has been together for a really long time, except for like much older people. It's like nowadays, relationships just aren't lasting as long as they used to. Yeah, I wish them both the best on their future endeavors. But I'm not worried about Papoose. I'm pretty sure he won't have a hard time moving on and finding somebody else, because child, Papoose is that dude. Like, for real. Like, somebody will snatch him up quick. And Remy Ma, girl, you are insane to let him go. But, I understand that relationships, sometimes people just grow apart. So, anyway. Okay, so now Marjorie and Steve. I don't know what's really going on with them in their situation, but it's funny, and, I don't believe it. Because if you were Steve and you had that much money and you had a wife that you literally take care of, you work 99 jobs just to keep her in Gucci and Prada, and she steps out on you with somebody that can't do nothing for her, Child, I don't think he would be out here defending this woman like this. You know, he would have to be a different type of fool to do that. So, yeah, I don't really know what's going on with their situation, but something is definitely going on, but I don't believe that's it. Okay, so that's gonna conclude this video. Again, like I said, I believe the Remy Ma and Papoose situation. I really believe that they are in a process of separating, but I don't really believe the Steve Harvey and Marjorie's situation. I believe that something is going on there. But I definitely don't believe that she slept with the help, the broke help at that. So yeah, you guys, with Steve and Marjorie, I think that people just love talking about them in the media. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I think people just like talking about Steve and Marjorie because it gets a lot of views apparently. I mean, I know I can't turn on, I can't look at the blogs without seeing a story about Steve and Marjorie. My very first video I did was on Marjorie Harvey. That thing went viral, and that is what, prompted me to keep going with my YouTube channel. So I know firsthand that, you definitely get views when you talk about Steve and Marjorie. So yeah. But anyway, that's it for this video, you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.